even see what you're holding up. Good morning.
Jakie Janet.
Kikrus.
Stongo.
Oh,
Alito.
Osio.
Maliwaka. Kunamante. Kikadus.
That's the hunted.
Hunterish. Good morning. Good morning. Coming live from 1950 South Shepherd here in El Ghetto, Helltown. What y'all got going on today?
El Ghetto. Nothing going on today. Yeah.
Refilling a lot of Narcan.
And organizing
Organizing.
and planning. Trying to get all our dates locked down for our future dances and whatnot. So.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. One of these days you might take part in some of that.
Nah. You know, what else would y'all do then?
What?
It.
Yeah, what you're doing.
Nah.
We'll do our best to be Barry.
That's y'all could, no way in hell y'all could pull that off.
Well, we'd be able to see though.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I mean. I can do this thing blind.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing another panel tomorrow. What time will that be happening? Will that be live stream too? Just be a conference?
It's just for the people.
For the folks
that paid to see us.
Ooh, hell no.
All them rich folks with rich programs.
Terry Tuesday, left my Terry Tuesday. Well, my Terry Tuesday shirt had a stain on it. I looked at it this morning and I was like, hell no, I'm not wearing this to work. Like, come on, live and have a big salsa stain right in the middle.
But you would, yeah, you wouldn't be Barry though.
Nah. Had to rep though. The opposite of addiction.
Good morning, Miss Laura.
Good morning, Miss Candy. But yeah, what else we got going on this week? We going all for the rest of the week to the conference. There's a good chance. Friday we would have all the prep for Circle Giving.
Yeah, and everybody was supposed to have signed up for a bunch of different classes for that conference. I'm fairly certain only me and Darian did that though.
Huh.
Yeah, it's in the emails.
Well, go be with him, Carmelo. Damn.
Be with who?
Just me and Darian.
Well.
Go be with him.
I'm with him enough. Yeah, 40 hours a week is enough.
Well,
pretty sure his wife already gets jealous we get so much time with him, so.
Well, you know, just I had an eye appointment yesterday.
Did you get to go to the meeting last night?
I got to go to the meeting last night.
How was it?
It was good. It was good.
Good.
But yeah, went to my eye appointment. So I will be having surgery soon, which I'm excited. I'm pretty excited. And the crazy thing is that it's going to be on my birthday.
And Natalie's speaker night.
And it's Natalie's speaker night. So pretty exciting day for me. You know, I think about back whenever I was locked up and I took my GED test. And I was 16 whenever I took it. And I didn't think much of it. You know what I mean? Like okay, I took a test. And then on my birthday, while I was locked up, I get my certificate in the mail. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I got it on my birthday. So I don't know. It's kind of hard having a birthday a week before Christmas because you were always asked, do you want to have your birthday? Do you want to have Christmas? I always chose Christmas, like no matter what, because I think maybe one time I chose my birthday.
Hmm.
And it's like just sitting there watching everybody open their presents on Christmas.
Man.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, I'm always gonna pick Christmas. So, yeah, it'll be a great birthday gift. I'm pretty excited to have eye surgery. So, yeah, that was
That's good, man.
felt like it was a good day. It was a good day. I was really, I guess I don't know, like my faith is already there. You know what I mean? Like I've already questioned myself enough about this process where I've just have it made up in my mind like, you know, uh this is what the creator needs me to go through. This is what Mahio, he's put in front of me and I'm not running from it. I mean, I was sitting there thinking this morning like how am I taking advantage of me seeing, like, like, but I also know not to question, not to question what God needs me to go through.
Right.
I'm just glad that I have some clarity in my life where I can understand and process and, make a good decision based off of, uh, what I'm going through. Whereas before, I do all these compulsive things, I'll probably like to me my life would have done been over. And I'm not even gonna lie, like I would have been ready to hang it up.
Yeah.
Like this is it, nice to know y'all, be on my farewell tour, but I'm just glad I have this opportunity today.
Yeah.
I'm safe, I'm sober, and regardless of how I got to do this thing, I mean, I feel like I'm ready. So
Yeah. I mean, it's a big deal for because I'm pretty sure we've all been waiting for you to actually be able to see. So, um, yeah, I won't lie. You kind of scared me a little bit there for a while without us having to kind of lead you around a little bit. I was like, man, I was like, this guy needs help. He needs to quit being stubborn. Go get checked out. So I'm glad you're finally getting all this stuff done, man. I mean, you're whether or not you've been able to see or not, you've still been sharing, and that's a big gift, man, for you to be able to do what you've been doing. And I know that we try not to pad your ego any more than we already do, but we talk. Yeah, if anything, yeah, we try to bring you
yeah, I can
down.
agree with
We
that.
bring you down some notches every now and then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm glad you're getting it taken care of, and you have the people around you now to help you get through it. And and to hear you talk about your faith and that you're relying on God through it, and you know that He has your back no matter what, and for you to be able to get through this time, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what happens, you're ready for it, and that's a big step, man. There's a lot of people that are scared of that, and to be able to actually be able to say it, and us, to have the knowledge that you're actually you're walking it too. So that's a big deal.
It
So
is. It is.
yeah,
I'm just like I was saying. I'm just happy I get the opportunity.
yeah,
You know, uh, I don't know how things would have went had I been in any other headspace.
yeah,
I don't know my reaction because I'm the type of person that thinks that everything needs a reaction. You know, I say it all the time. I've learned through my process to sit down and let the creator, do his job. Not exactly calling it a job, but I put all my faith in where he's going to lead me.
Yeah.
So I have all the faith in the world that wherever he leads me, that's where I need to be.
I know we were joking around with a little bit saying, oh, he already was figuring out if his cane was going to be beaded and how he was going to be getting around. Like, are we going to have to give him a little desk downstairs so he don't have to walk up the stairs every day? So, man, it's good. To the faith that we all have to try to garner every day, and the thankfulness that we have to garner every day. It's a miracle that we get to wake up and to have the realization now to understand that it's not our path, it's creator showing us, hey, I've given you this new day, now what are you going to do with it? And I'm here to show you, like, this is what I need, this is what we need to be focusing on. And if you're going through a trial or if you're going through some health problems, I'm there no matter what, um, to see you through that. And it's a big step for people to be able to take and to have those realizations. And we all go through trials, whether they're physical or mental or sometimes even spiritual. I know that I'll give a little bit about talk a little bit about the stuff that I've been going through. It's just like, I felt there for a while, like there's just been this weight on my shoulders. I don't know what it's from. I've been trying to narrow it down and try to figure it out, but I've been praying about it and asking others to pray for me about it. And it could be like stress, it could be like mental health stuff, and I'm trying to figure it out. And maybe it's not for me to try to figure out. Maybe it's just something that God is testing me through to see if I'm going to rely on Him or if I'm going to continue to try to rely on myself to try to get me through whatever it is that I'm going through. And I don't need an explanation, I guess. And I just need to be able to have the faith that I'm going to get through it. And I think it's a pretty big deal for us to be able to realize that, and especially those that are early in their recovery journey, to understand that, hey, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be days where it's really hard. There's going to be days where it's easier than others. But if you continue to rely on God and understand that His will is always going to guide you, and you continue to keep your faith, and you'll start gaining strength and in all three facets of your life. So, good morning, Stacy. Mr. Riley, good to see you.
Mr. Chad Riley.
Morning,
Chad
brother
Boy.
Drew.
Little brother Drew. What
is it? Wapanako?
White Bear. White Bear. That's Drew's Indian name, White Bear.
Morning, Misty.
Good morning, Misty.
Our future honored veteran. Thanks for tuning in. Mr. Rhodes. Thankful that your stories are opening new doors to understanding that there is help and support out there. And good morning, he says.
Definitely. I'm a big fan of Mike Duncan on Native Dads Network. He does like an amazing job on his lives.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching Native Dads Network on Facebook. He does a live, not every morning, but if you're able to catch him, I mean, his lives are, all on his page.
Mm-hmm.
He has a great live that he does over there too. And I had the honor of meeting Mr. Duncan in Billings. So, if you get a chance, I mean, go check him out. I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Mr. Mike Duncan. And then for the women, it's called Women's Wellness with Theda Newbreast. I believe she's Blackfeet.
Yeah.
But I got to meet her. She's an amazing person, an amazing woman. She's very empowering, and I would recommend that the women go check him. I mean, they're just great people. They believe in what they're doing, and sometimes that's all a person needs.
Yeah. I hear other people's stories other than just ours all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's helpful, I promise.
Carmelo's sick of my story,
Well, I lived part of your story with you, so it wasn't the whole time, but
I always say,
every time you came
tell,
around,
tell your story. Tell your story.
tell my story.
Tell your story.
Man, my story is long.
We got all day.
I'll save it for a
We
speak.
got
I'll
all.
save it for a speaker
You,
night one of these nights.
yours ain't near as long as mine.
Yeah, well, the only difference between
I
me and
just
you
sum mine
is
up.
you got caught more than I did. I did some crazy stuff. Passed out stop signs. Almost ran into my own house. So there's some
Rookie.
crazy stories.
Sound like a rookie.
Yeah, well,
I
I was driving.
went into my
I was
house.
driving around. I wasn't walking everywhere I
I
went.
drove home passed out.
That sounds like you were doing good. Yeah, that's why I don't say nothing. No, it's never good enough for you, Barry. That's crazy.
Well, should we jump into this reading?
Yeah. We're still in our fall meditation. Today is December 3rd. Right?
All day long.
All day long. All right. Listen to the howl of our spiritual brother, the wolf. For how it goes with him, so it goes for the natural world. Comes from Mr. Oren R. Lyons, a spokesman of the traditional circle of elders. If we watch nature, we can tell a lot about what is going on in the world. The animals and the plants are great teachers. Some time ago, crops were sprayed with poison to kill the insects. Other animals ate the insects. The small animals were eaten by the eagles and the wolves. We live in an interconnected system. What we do to one, we do to all. If our spiritual brothers are living in balance, chances are we humans are also living in balance. Great Spirit, let me listen to my earth teachers, the plants and the animals. With that, Mr. Boto.
Madoo. Well, thank you for reading that, Mr. Revelis. What came to mind was being able to receive those types of I don't know if you could call them messages, but just being aware of those signs from the creator. I would have to say that's where it's got to start for me. Do I have an open mind to allow these types of things to happen? Will I ever see a wolf? I mean, I doubt it, but just to think that the creator works in many different ways. He works through people, he works through, through Mother Earth. However, he needs to relay these things to me. Like I must be so, caught up in my own BS, that I feel like, just like what I'm going through right now. You know, um, how is it that I wanted to work on my faith? I wanted to work on my relationship with the creator. Like it really means that much to me. And then for him to set something in front of me and not be able to see, nah. But him to set something in front of me and it's something that only he can help me with. You know, of course, he's led me to, these doctors and these medical people, but to me it all begins with him. It begins with me putting my faith where my fear used to, because whenever this thing all started and I'm just sitting there in my own thoughts, I'm just thinking about, man, I'm never going to see my grandkids grow up. My youngest son is 10 years old. My daughter's 12. Like they're going to go like a whole lifetime without me, being able to watch them do what, a normal kid does. I was ready, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was really questioning, what was going to happen with my life. Am I going to be able to take care of my family? Am I always going to have to depend on somebody else to take care of me? These types of things were going through my head. It would get me down. But I've had, I've been grateful that the Creator has put these people in my life that have been praying for me. I got to go have this great experience, up at the keeper's house, got to go in that TP, pray, and it was just like a lot of things came clear to me after that experience is that the Creator has given me something that only He can help me with. You know, it just like I really buckled down with my faith. I really understood that whatever the Creator needs me to go through, I'm ready for it. Whatever has to happen has to happen. But now, I'm coming to a place where I want to learn my lesson. I want to, whatever He's trying to tell me, whatever He needs me to learn, I'm ready. I'm ready for that. However these lessons got to come, I mean, I'm ready for it. Some are gonna be, extremely hard, like what I have to go through. Losing your sight, man, that's scary. I mean, that's pretty scary. But at the same time, you know, uh, I'm just happy. I'm happy I got to wake up.
Hmm.
I'm grateful that I get a chance to provide for my family. I'm thankful that I get the opportunity to be present in my kid's life. I'm appreciative that the Creator allows me to have grandbabies, and they're happy whenever they see me. And I can't imagine my life without them. So now, where it talks about this reading, where it talks about you know listening to the howl of the wolf. That these natural Mother Earth and all the creatures, all the things, all the four-leggeds, all the winged, all the animals that live in the water, you know, they can be our teachers. You know, I can see how I can apply that to my life. But first, it's got to start with me being open-minded and willing to accept these things. Understand that there's a greater cause in me, and it has nothing to do with me at all.
Hmm.
You know, those things don't need me in it to survive. It's been happening for thousands of years, and it's going to keep happening. But as long as I'm here, as long as I have the ability, um, I need to. That's what I need to be taking advantage of. Is the opportunity to accept whatever the Creator needs to show me. And understand that it's always going to be for a greater cause. As long as I'm clean and sober, man. I mean, so many great things have happened to me in my life that I can't even begin to start naming everything. I can't even begin to start explaining to somebody the freedom that I feel today because I turned my will over to the Creator. So I mean, just given this opportunity, I mean, I feel like I feel like I got to give thanks. I got to be grateful just to have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because there was a time in my life where the only way that I thought that I found any type of relief would be through taking my own life.
Hmm.
So being on this side of it and finding joy in life and finding a place where I'm happy and I'm loved and I know how to love other people, but more importantly, I know how to love myself. I'm just grateful, thankful, and appreciative. So,
Yep.
ahoo.
Mhm. Good words, brother. Good words. So, as I was sitting here thinking after reading this morning, there the idea of connectedness kind of resonated with me as I was reading through. And, you know, as we've been going through and as, we're getting to share, like, it's crazy how much these meditations go along with each other so much. And to think that, there was a time in our lives where there was brokenness, there was a disconnectedness, and every relationship we had was kind of like a disconnected relationship. And the ideas that are implanted in what we're learning through Wellbriety and going and taking these steps is that you have to become and build relationships that allows you to be connected, whether it's connection with Mother Earth or whether it's connection with rebuilding those connections with family, and rebuilding connections with your kids and things like that. And so when I was reading this morning about how, we need to pay attention to the things of the world and to the animals and things like that, it's just, I was looking at it in terms of, you need to pay attention to the relationships you're having, because in the past we were focused, we had a lot of selfishness going on, and we weren't worried about um the relationships that we were breaking, or the relationships that weren't there anymore, or the people that were relying on us to get things done. And the disconnectedness that formed through that, um it didn't just bring hurt to those people, it bring hurt upon ourselves. We just didn't realize that we're too self-involved to realize what was going on in the world around us. And I think that to come to the realization that, hey man, I was like, we're the the red road talks about your forest and your healing forest, and how to it, your connections and your roots are going deep, and how you're going to start becoming connected to everybody else. And I think it's really strong and powerful to think about that, because not only are we sharing our experience, strength, and hope, this is something that people are trying to become connected to. And sometimes they don't have anything else to connect to other than hearing somebody else's story, or maybe they're hearing it for the first time, that there is hope out there. I can find strength in Creator and God. And that, um there's just times where that I think there's a realization that, the relationships that we built before weren't even real relationships. They were just things that we did to try to get by and go through time. And I think that as we're going through and we're learning about who we are, because a lot of us lose who we are, that we start learning about culture, we start learning about who we really are, not just as ourselves, but as a people, and the connectedness that we used to have as native people. And how, if you think about it, like, even just a single tribe, they were all connected somehow. There was always that relationship. And now there's disconnects between, you know somebody over here or somebody over there, and that, because of how people think about each other, or you're not doing it right, or you're not doing it this way, or you're not doing it that way. And I think to grow and learn over time, and be respectful of how people believe and how people think, um, that's part of your growing process. And to understand that strength can come in many forms, and that, your connectedness to who you are and the people around you is, it's kind of vital in growing yourself. And I think that, the meditation today kind of brought that out for me, in regards to how, how we're supposed to relate to things that are going on in the world around us, and paying attention to the animals, and just the physical environment sometimes that we're in. And I think that's a key aspect in us growing as not just people that are in recovery, but just human beings in general, is that we go from a selfish time to realizing, like, man, I I affect not just myself, I affect, my family, I affect my kids, or I affect, my work environment, and the thoughts about that, and to understand that, what you do actually matters. And when before, there was times where that wasn't even anything that was on your mind. And so I think the connectedness that we all try to strive for is key in trying to understand. And I think the meditation kind of, guided us through that this morning. So I better be quiet now. You fell asleep? My bad. Sorry. I know. Now you know what it's like to sit here and listen to you the whole time. No.
Thank you. That was good though. That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
Mado. Well, that was good. That was a good point. That interconnectedness.
Yeah.
That interconnectedness of how everything is connected. I think it's very important that we realize that. So we're gonna jump into these announcements. I can't see the screen, so I'm not even.
Oh, well. Oh, our holiday safe box, brand new, just dropped today. Stay
Ho
safe
ho
this
ho!
holiday season, and be sure to be prepared for whoever you may find under the mistletoe.
Ho ho ho!
Get you some condoms, some dental dams, Narcan, fentanyl test kits, HIV test kits, Plan Bs, a toothbrush, and a candy cane
Ho ho ho!
delivered to you in this holiday safe box. Just scan that QR code, and we'll send it out to you. So
Ho ho ho!
Talkspace available for everybody. www.talkspace.com/CHA tour. Use that organizational code RESTORE. Sign up for free mental health therapy and counseling. 2 video sessions a month with unlimited text messaging between you and your licensed therapist. Very important. We have several spots still open, probably still over 600. So make sure you guys are signing up for that.
Text TOR TOR to 888-580-4TOR. Shout out to Brand Logic.
Brand Logic.
Keeps you updated with what we do as a program and as a Gourd Clan. And it gives you all of our meeting times, dates, locations. So, if you're just trying to stay in the loop, I mean, this is a great way to see what we're doing for the day. So, shout out to Brand Logics.
Yep. Circle of Giving this weekend on Saturday, right after the tribal council meeting. Make sure you stay at the Give Miles ERC. If you're heading over there, I just seen that they're giving admin leave for everybody that goes to this meeting, so there should be plenty of people over there. Hopefully they stay. Oh,
I'm going to the powwow, but I ain't going to. Too many chairs, too many people.
Anyway,
bumping into
show up at Give Miles ERC for our Circle of Giving. It's an event, toy drive for us to focus on those that are victims of secondary abuse, substance abuse, those children that are affected by that. If you have somebody you want to nominate, scan the QR code there. This form is actually on our Facebook too. So if you guys know anybody, we've received several. There's already donations coming in, so we're very thankful for that. So we appreciate it. We're having a chili cook-off. That'll start at 5 o'clock. Make sure you bring your chili and your cornbread. Barry's excited to have you guys all lose. So he's calling you out. You don't think anybody can beat his chili. So we're having several contests that day. Golden Age, Mr. and Mrs. Claus Potato Dance, Tiny Tot and Junior Elf Contest, Santa Sleigh Race. Man, that's going to be fun. I don't know how we're gonna try to organize that, but it's gonna be fun to see people trying to accomplish that. Barry won't be able to see, so we probably won't have him pulling anybody. uh,
Too fat to be pulled around.
Several other social dances will be happening that day too, so make sure you're coming out and just joining in with us. So, well, yeah, bring a toy for our raffle. If you bring a $10 donation or a $10 toy, you'll be entered into a raffle for some bikes, a cedar box, or how big is that TV? 65-inch
65
TV.
incher.
So make sure you're bring something out. Yep. Oh, Cassie said Barry can't cook.
You don't know, girl. You don't. Yeah.
Rugged Auntie Corinne said, "Aho for the good works."
Rugged Auntie.
Yuck,
My Rugged Auntie.
goodness. Oh, Rugged Auntie needs to make us some keen clothes.
Here at 1950 South
Yep.
Shepherd, we have Mending Mondays, Mending Broken Hearts, Talking Circle with White Bison. It's if you're dealing with grief, which everybody is dealing with in some form or fashion. It's this is the meeting that I get the most out of. So, if you're just curious to know what goes on at one of these meetings, I would say come and check us out. Come sit with us. You don't have to, you don't have to get up and talk in front of a bunch of people. If anything, you just got to tell people your name, and sit back and watch and see the positive things that happen at these meetings. But that's at 1950 South Shepherd here in El Reno on Monday nights. Then on Tuesday nights at 721 Frisco Ave in Clinton, Oklahoma, at the public library. They have a talking circle at 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. And then when does the one in Weatherford start? Okay. Then next week, this week, okay. And then this week in Weatherford on what is the address?
810 East
810
Cedar
East
Avenue.
Cedar Avenue in Weatherford, Oklahoma, at the Oxford House. They are going to start another talking circle, which will be at 7 o'clock. If you have any questions or are trying to, and you're in the area, I would recommend that you go and check them out. I mean, and shout out to Mackenzie. She's doing a great job out there. And then on Thursday nights here at 1950 South Shepherd, there is a talking circle here at 1950 South Shepherd at 7 o'clock. And then while that's going on, next Thursday they will start having their youth, a talking circle for the youth, led by our Tatum Escott. That will start next week, because we have about 4 or 5 kids that come with their parents. And I think it's, very empowering, that they get their own space, they get their own time. And, I think it's a great tool to have, for our community. And, maybe you have somebody that is having trouble right now as a youth and you just want to give them some kind of guidance. I would recommend that even have them come sit in with the adults. I think that's a great idea too, but that'll happen Thursday. And then Friday nights here at 1950 South Shepherd in El Reno, we have a 12-step meeting on Friday nights at 7 o'clock. Mr. David Levi leads just about all of our talking circles. So, just got to give a shout out to Mr. Levi over there at South Coast.
We have the 5 Golden Antes coming up. That will be our week of speaker nights that we have coming up. That'll be December 16th through the 20th. Make sure you guys are coming out. We'll do supper at 6 o'clock. We'll allow each one of them to share their experience, strength, and hope with everybody between 7 and 8. So that'll be Cassandra Frazier, Miss Tatum Escott, Natalie Harjo, Brittany Levi, and Mona Condole that week. So make sure you guys are coming out and supporting. If not, it'll be live streamed, YouTube, Facebook. So tune in. That's it.
And that's it.
Oh, well, and Auntie Corinne, not Elder, Auntie Corinne. Medicine Bird Creations by. We'll have a powwow dance class December 11th at Concho ERC, 6 to 8 p.m. She said she will hook us up because we need some new ribbon shirts. Our purple ones are getting a little rugged, but they still work.
I still rep. What shirts are we wearing this weekend? Purple. Might go rogue.
I believe it.
Yeah, just the best.
Yeah.
Choker.
Yeah, put his picture up. Let him see what he's gonna be wearing. We put that up the first time. He's like, "Hurry up and take that down! What are you doing?" Everybody knows already. You put it on your story for everybody to see.
Ain't no shame in my game.
You don't got no more game no more. You're married.
Ain't no shame in my game. I've done way worse.
Remember how hardcore he was when we got those vests? Somebody needs to get married. I'm like, we're all married already. Oh, never mind. That ain't happening. Yeah, but later.
Yeah.
Y'all quit talking about me.
I know y'all lying.
Oh,
Get on here and start telling stories.
that's what we do the live for.
Oh. Well, I believe that's it.
Yeah, no more stories.
Well, we appreciate everybody that tunes in. Like, share, follow. Tell your mammy about us. We're gonna be doing it again tomorrow before we go to Norman, right?
Yeah, if you haven't yet, go subscribe on our YouTube. We still need some more followers and stuff over there. You don't have to watch us over there. You can still watch us.
Hey, is that one guy's comment still on there?
Yeah. Oh, that guy? No. Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Z.
Got on there and that was great.
That was a crazy comment. Well,
Mr. David Deere follows us on there.
Stongo. Well, we appreciate the tune-ins.
Absolutely.
The views. Like, share, follow, and aho.